Coming up in today's episode, man drops gel on himself mid-race for devastating effect. Real cycling is actually a thing, and Team Switzerland chase each other down because, I don't know. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Apologies, I've been away for a little while. Just had a little break after the kind of, end of the Zwift racing season, but I am back with another video. And today we've got a really good one, got a few talking points as well. We've got La Ruta Colombia Sura Virtual. I do not know what that means, and apologies for the accent. That's just how I talk when I say that title, obviously. We've got 2 laps of London 8, which is 41 kilometres long. It's a 512 metres worth of elevation game, which means Box Hill twice, which was very, very interesting. Now, I have been out and about recently. I've still been doing quite a lot of training on Zwift, but I've equally tried to get outdoors and enjoy the real world as much as I possibly could, when the sun has been out. And here you can see I've put a little bit of a video on screen of the first time I went out with one of my riding buddies, Daniel Ackerman. He also Zwifts. He is a high category C, should be a B, but we had a bloody good time when we went out cycling recently around where I live. Blessed to live in a really lovely part of the country. Got a few little mini climbs, but yeah, really, really enjoyable. And you know what? The Zwift is great practice, great training for those outdoor rides. Now, today's race was very, very enjoyable, and we've got quite an interesting one. So there were a group of Swiss riders that were obviously, racing together, which it was quite an interesting dynamic. Now, I did a bit of research before the actual race itself, and I'm not sure if they were actually teammates, but I'll assume they were based on the fact that they were riding together, and you'll see that later on in the actual race itself. And of course, Switzerland, home of the BMC, which literally stands for Bike Manufacturing Company, and also known for its mountains, clocks, and of course cheese. But don't let me bore you with my knowledge of Switzerland. So as we just head across the bridge here in London, ready to tackle the first kind of big incline, which will be Box Hill. And I was doing my best to save as much energy as possible. I didn't really want to do any chasing. And actually I thought, we're quite a small group here, so the pack should come back together. This is the first B group on the road. So all I'm willing to do here, all I want to do here is to stay in the pack for as long as possible. Now, no Box Hill, I had a look at my best times, and I'd actually only done this, I think, in 9 minutes, which is pretty slow, to be honest with you, which kind of makes me think that I'd not really gone up here full gas in an actual race for a little while. So, yeah, I'm quite happy with the training that I've been doing. I mean, this week I've spent quite a lot of time doing threshold training at low cadence. So I thought at least for this first attempt at Box Hill, I'd be pretty comfortable keeping with this group. I was still unsure what would happen, the second time round, but as a minimum, I wanted to stay with this group the first time round. And I'm actually doing okay. I'm pushing quite a few watts here for me. And these front 2, they kind of get away a little bit, but I think as long as I stay with the other 2, there's a really good chance that we'll be able to bring these 2 back. And as we're just sort of cresting here, the 3 of us are still together. The 2 in front are only about 7 seconds ahead. So as you can see, we're going to pull it back up here, which is excellent. And at this point, the 2 Swiss chaps are separated. But as you can see here, we're all back together. A little kicker here to get up that ramp, which is an absolute killer for me. But yeah, nicely brought back together, which is all good. And just going to do my best here to sort of save a bit of energy. Now, here was kind of the first talking point. So the 2 Swiss guys, as you can see, they just fall back. I'm not sure what happened, whether or not one of them had one of the connections lost. But as you can see, they're both sprinting back to the pack. And I thought this was going to be an attack from both of them, but they didn't. They just both came back to the group. But that must have taken quite a lot out of them. But that was my first kind of guess that they must have been working together at this point. Now, unfortunately, I'm not sure if this has ever happened to you guys, but yeah, just opened some gel and dropped it all over the mirror and the floor. Now, luckily for me, I've got a mat on the floor, so it didn't go on the carpet, but
just dropping a gel like that is so annoying. It's so sticky as well. And I knew that we were coming up to quite a crucial bit of the race here, the kind of incline. So I needed to just focus here. To be fair, I dropped most of my gel, so I wasn't, you know, even able to sort of eat that, which was a bit annoying, to be honest with you. And my hands were literally sticky for the rest of the race. Insert joke here. Now, another little thing that happened was the Italian guy that we had, who when I was looking beforehand, he is very close to a category A. He kind of dropped off the back, which was weird. So he's now 43 seconds behind. And here you go. So like the first Swiss guy is now just taken off. So, you know, I'm okay with that. I'm okay letting him go. So we've got one Swiss guy sat with us, and then Father Jack, the Irish guy there, he is just with us here. And actually, he's got a picture as Father Jack from, what was it called? Father Ted, that's it. So I don't know what's going on here, but the other Swiss guy just leads off. I don't know whether he's just trying to catch him or what, but I'm still not willing to chase this down. So I'm going to wait, because I think we've got kind of enough, you know, power between us. And off goes Father Jack. I am right behind him then. I think I'm going to have to stand up and sprint and get back to them, because I don't want to be by myself. But yeah, I kind of thought it was interesting how they sort of tried that two-prong attack. You'd almost think that one of them would go and then wait for one of us to try and catch them. So I thought that was a bit of a strange one as far as I was concerned. But yeah, we managed to catch back on here, which was pretty good. And a bit of time to rest up, because we all know what's coming the second time round Box Hill, which is going to be an absolute nightmare. And I'm already thinking about, you know, what I'm going to do. Here we are now going up Box Hill, how long I'm going to be able to last for. And it got off to a pretty tame start, as you can see, not sort of many watts being put down by me here. And I'm already pleased with my efforts so far in this race, but I just really want to hold threshold for as long as I possibly can in this one. You know, my cadence is still not too bad, but I'm really struggling at this point. And it's been a long race. You know, it's 53 minutes long already, which, considering I've not done a competitive race for a little while, is, yeah, quite tough. So, yeah, they just kind of slip into the distance. Now, what do you think I should have done? Do you think I should have gone all out, like burnt all my matches just to try to stay with them for as long as possible? And then, you know, if I pop, I pop. Or do you think I've done the right thing here and just paced the climb the best I can, so, you know, I get to the top in a reasonable time? I mean, you know, the top two, they're pretty much gone now. I've only got one of the guys in front of me, one of the Swiss guys in front of me, that I've got a realistic chance of catching. But as you can see here, we get to the top, and yeah, I'm pretty much done. Heart rate is quite high, and then that was pretty much all she wrote in terms of the rest of the race. You know, half a mile left, just under half a mile left here. I'm just coming around to the finish, and yeah, it's going to be a 4th position for me. I think it was out of 6, but you know what? Got a new FTP, which was good. I mean, it's been sort of slipping a little bit, so I'm back up to 266 now. I mean, 270 is around what I should be at, but yeah, not so bad at all. You know, really, really good workout, and yeah, it's good to be back. Done a lot of riding this week, so happy with that. If you're still here, I'd love it if you could hit that like and subscribe button. I'm still going to be doing more videos over the summer, and maybe some in real life ones as well. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, everyone, and I'll see you on the next one.